It was recently said that you're going to be fighting Floyd Mayweather. Why the hell did he agree to fight you? That seems like a bad decision by him.
Well, listen, I was minding my business. I'm flying my birds, tending to my children, and he's the one. He came with the sign. His name was on the contract signed already, and he was talking really bad and nasty to me. So I was like, God damn! I thought we were friendly, talking crazy. He's all right.
That's got to be such a cool thing for boxing fans, though, Mike, to have two of the all-time legends in there. Are you excited just to see the thing of that, like it was with you and Roy?
Nah, man, we gonna get him, man. What you talking about? Start talking crazy, like kick his ass.
He doesn't know what he signed up for.
Yeah, I told the exhibition. He's talking crazy.
So he's like, but Mike, come on, man. He can't be doing anything to you. Like, that's a bad decision by him.
Hey, he made a good money choice, though.
We still, ironing out everything, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be exciting for the people.
The boxing world just went wild after Floyd Mayweather sat down for a new interview that shook the sport by throwing shade at Terence Crawford's historic win over Canelo Alvarez, downplaying Canelo's greatness, and then casually hyping his own fight with Mike Tyson in 2026.
Well, Tyson, if there were some pre-arrangement for this fight, Tyson's animosity, well documented towards Floyd. Any chance that he's going in there and saying, hey, screw all, I don't care what agreement was made, if there was one at all, I want to kill this dude?
Nah. He gonna get a check. Floyd's gonna get a check. And they're gonna get a check that's real huge because of their names. So nobody's finna fuck their money.
But the story didn't end there, because within hours Mike Tyson fired back with a reaction that was raw, immediate, and downright scary. As Tyson didn't just clap back, he made it clear Floyd has no idea what kind of fire he is playing with. So what exactly did Floyd say? Why did Tyson snap so fast? And what does this mean for boxing legacies and that insane Mayweather versus Tyson showdown? Let's break it all down. For months rumors swirled about Floyd Mayweather stepping back into the ring with exhibition fights and money grabs and whispers of one last real bout. But then the bombshell came when Floyd officially locked in a fight with Mike Tyson for 2026, and at first fans thought it was another Floyd spectacle like Logan Paul or Tenshin Nasukawa or those celebrity exhibitions. But this one feels different, because this isn't a YouTuber, and this isn't a rising contender. This is Mike Tyson, the baddest man on the planet, the youngest heavyweight champion in history, the man whose punches still echo through highlight reels decades later.
I'm pretty sure I'd be upset too if I was somebody else. I'd be mad at Mayweather too. How for 29 years or 30 years you keep getting money like this? I'd be mad too. Shit. I'd be hating on Mayweather too. Continue to hate. People only talk about winners. I'm a winner, so continue to talk. Keep your bread fresh. Put it in the bag. Call me the bread man. Tip money. Fucking throw it in here too. Throw it in the Floyd bag. See, I'm balling the fuck out. Crocodile phones. Himalayan phones. Crocodile bags. It's my life, man. Keep hating.
So Floyd casually hinted that he's taking it seriously, and that it might even be pro-Tyson didn't stay quiet.
Oh man, hey, like I said, Mike don't like Floyd.
Appreciate it, man.
Mike don't what?
He don't like Floyd. He always talk bad about Floyd.
Who the face of boxing, coach? Who the face of boxing today?
Face the boxing.
Yeah.
Y'all know what it is, though.
Tyson's response was short, sharp, and terrifying, making it clear this fight is dangerous for him. Thinks it's entertainment, but I don't play, because even now at 59 my punches still break bones. And if Floyd thinks this is about money, he's making a mistake, as defense won't save him. And just like that, Tyson reminded the world who he is, because even at 59 he isn't wired for friendly exhibitions, since Tyson doesn't step into the ring to dance but steps in to destroy. And hearing Floyd talk about the fight like another business move lit a fire in him, as fans instantly started buzzing about whether Tyson just revealed his plan and is hinting that he'll treat this as a real fight no matter what the contract says.
Bro.
Well, kind of different, the size-wise, by
Tyson heavyweight, and I think welterweight.
Right.
So it's.
Is it a real fight? Do you think? You think fans should take it serious? Is it a real fight, Mayweather Tyson?
I couldn't think it was real. Because the fact of the matter, he's a lot bigger than guy.
Let's talk numbers, because Floyd Mayweather built his career at 130 to 154 pounds and his last pro fight.
We getting ready. I got marble head. We call it lamp. His legs, his body big. His lamp.
Mike Tyson, a natural heavyweight with 220 pounds of raw power, even in his 50s, training footage shows his hooks still snapping pads back like gunshots, and that's an 80-pound gap, and Tyson knows it, so his immediate reaction hammered the point that Floyd's defense, his slickness and his shoulder roll mean nothing when the other man outweighs you by that much, because Tyson's warning wasn't just talk, it was physics. And here's the dilemma for Floyd: if he wins, critics will say, congrats, you beat a 59-year-old Tyson, but if he loses, his perfect legacy is shattered forever, as 50-0 becomes meaningless, because the headlines will scream Mike Tyson beats Floyd Mayweather. And that's why Tyson's reaction hit so hard, since he wasn't just threatening Floyd physically, he was threatening everything Floyd built his empire on. And that's why fans are glued to this story, because this isn't just a fight, it's a high stakes gamble with legacies on the line.
Oh yeah, I didn't know, like exhibition.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, it's wild.
Is it the biggest fight? Does it make sense?
It's gonna be the biggest fight for all the casuals.
All right, thanks, Paulie.
Mayweather's genius has always been control, since he controls the narrative, he controls the negotiations, and he controls the pace of the fight, because from the moment a contract is signed to the second the final bell rings, everything bends to Floyd's rhythm. And that's how he built 50-0, and that's how he became boxing's billionaire.
Arguably one of the greatest of all time, right?
What are we rating ourselves on? What are we rating on?
Okay.
What we want to know, in the least amount of fights, I didn't have to have 70 fights or 150 fights, 300 fights. Did I not beat the most world champions?
Yes, you did.
Okay. And in the least amount of fights?
Yes, you did.
Who got the highest gate?
Floyd Mayweather.
Who made the most money?
You did.
Who was the most accurate fighter of all time?
You were.
So it's basically saying that...
the greatest of all time.
Okay.
All right.
But Tyson has never cared about control, since Tyson is pure chaos, and his immediate reaction showed it, because he doesn't care about money, optics or protecting records, and he only cares about what happens when the bell rings on that violent two-way street where someone gets hurt.
Day 3. You still want to with me?
That is Floyd's nightmare, because for his entire career Floyd has relied on dictating terms with bigger gloves, smaller rings, weight clauses, the judges, the venue, and every detail carefully curated to favor him. But Tyson can't be controlled, since he doesn't care what gloves they use, what city they fight in, or what the contract says about exhibition, because when the bell rings, Iron Mike fights like it's for his life. So why was Tyson's response so immediate? Because Floyd framed the fight as entertainment when he called it legend versus legend, a spectacle and a payday. But Tyson doesn't see it that way, since for him even exhibitions are war. And just look at his 2020 exhibition with Roy Jones Jr., where even in his late 50s Tyson came out snarling, blasting body shots and trying to fold Roy in half, because he doesn't have a light mode and only has one gear, which is destroy. And that's why his reaction carried so much weight, because Hez not joking and Hez not selling tickets, but Hez promising pain, and the reaction online was instant.
Because I understand the layout of things. We already had Jake Paul, Mike Tyson. We have Jake Paul, Gervonta Tank Davis. This feels like the Temu version of it. And that sounds crazy, because we have two of the greatest of all time about to participate in this, but both of them are about 30 years past their sell-by date in an exhibition bout in which their weights will be 60 to 70 to 80 pounds different. If you got on board with Jake and Mike, it was because at least they were going to weigh this thing. I don't even know what to think. Someone on Twitter said it perfectly. Either everybody in the world is going to want to watch this, or 10,000 people will watch it. Probably both men want a shit ton of money, and they're being promised a shit ton of money, but It's happening.
Some fans were hyped about two legends in one ring, saying they don't care how old they are because they are watching, while others were disgusted, calling this a circus and saying Floyd is desperate and Tyson is too old.
Mayweather versus Mike Tyson in an exhibition bout in 2026.
I don't know what to say anymore. This whole thing is a big sell, and it's an exhibition, and you're going to get hoodwinked again, and they're going to move around, and nobody's going to get hurt. And that's the state of boxing right now. Now you can reference, well, they've had bad blood in the past. Cool. One of them is 50 years old. He's 48, but we'll just say 50. Floyd is 50 years old. Mike Tyson is 60 years old. This isn't your normal 50 and 60-year-old. This is a very weathered, hard miles, 50 and 60-year-old fighting.
For UT, here's the thing though, everyone is talking about it.
What does it take for a real knockout puncher to get the job done?
Well, there's certain kind of knockout punches. There's something, being a big man really doesn't matter. It has no significance in knocking out someone. The main point is the quickness and what you throw the punches and that leverage is what you have in the shoulder snap. And the object of really knocking out an individual is throwing a punch where he can't see. And when there's combination punches, and when you throw punches and you keep his mind preoccupied with the body punches, and the other two punches that come to the head are the knockout punches. And then again, there's one punch knockout punches, which they throw one punch to the body, and then the other punch to the head, which again, the opponent's mind is so preoccupied on the one punch, which rattles him just a little bit. And
that's exactly why Tyson's immediate reaction mattered, because he turned a money grab into something scarier and something unpredictable. So suddenly this isn't just a joke, but it's dangerous. And here's where things get spicy, since for decades Floyd has sold himself as the best ever, the undefeated king, the 50-0 record and the money machine. But lately the conversation has shifted.
Canelo, that time was a razor-thin decision. Floyd won, majority decision. CJ Ross had it with what a lot of people had as a draw, and then the other two judges scored it for Floyd, of course.
Yeah, nobody had it.
And that was a Floyd at the top of his game with a very green Canelo with very little experience, and he still took him, into deep waters. So
what was Canelo? What, 20-something? 20 what? 23, 25?
Yeah, he was. Very, very young in the game,
very
obviously.
Young, very young. He had more fights than Floyd, and he lost.
Yeah, but
a man that was 30-something years old, 36.
But Floyd was clearly at the top of his career, and Canelo had fought a lot of people. But
how you at the top of your career in your prime? You in your prime when you're at 36. That's not your prime.
Did he lose?
20s.
I mean,
your prime is in your 20s.
It's different for different people.
Yeah, okay. Well, and that's why Canelo is saying what he's saying.
But don't you?
To make himself look like he did something great.
Crawford's historic win over Canelo and Canelo's global superstar power and Tyson's viral comebacks have suddenly made Floyd's grip on the boxing spotlight not as tight as it used to be.
Who do you think's better out of those two, Crawford or Mayweather?
I think Crawford is better, bigger. Like he's actually he moved in weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter. Mayweather's really good too, though. You can knock him as well. He's very talented. It would have been a tough fight, but I think Crawford would have had the edge over Mayweather because of the long arms and because it's bigger. You know what I'm saying? And he would have kept him at bay. It would have been hard for Mayweather to counter, maybe. But Mayweather's definitely a technician. I mean, like Crawford said, Mayweather has his era, and Crawford, this is his era.
That's why he's fighting Tyson.
That's why he's fighting Tyson, not because he needs the money, though he loves the money, but because he refuses to let anyone else control the conversation.
Fight, the Crawford-Canelo fight, and you had a Cavs hat on. This time you've got a GOAT hat on. Is that how you're feeling? I know it says Muhammad Ali, but is that how you're feeling about Bud's performance, about his whole career?
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling that way, man. GOAT, greatest of all time, man. You got to give it to him. You got to give it to him. You got to give it to his coaches, not just me, Saul Red, Bernie, Chet, nutritionists, everybody played a part.
Canelo said he's way better than Mayweather. What do you think to that?
Who, Terrence?
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Of course. Of course he is.
And Tyson's reaction was a reminder that Floyd might have picked the wrong opponent to play that game with, because Tyson's reaction also tapped into a pattern fans have seen before, since Floyd has always used fighters to benefit his own brand. Like with Gervonta Davis, he built him up as his protege, the next star, but when Tank started shining too bright, Floyd started throwing shade, and with Terence Crawford, instead of celebrating his historic win, Floyd downplayed it, saying maybe Canelo was just slowing down. And now with Tyson, Floyd isn't respecting him but is using Tyson's legendary name to stay relevant, and that's why Tyson clapped back so fast, because he's not letting Floyd treat him like another pawn. And let's be honest, this fight is about money with Netflix pay-per-view and sponsorships, because we're talking hundreds of millions, maybe even $1 billion spectacle, and Floyd knows it, and that's why he teased it could be pro, because he knows that puts fans on edge.
Legends that deserve to get plenty of money together. Let's break records. Let's everybody go out and support a real exhibition amongst two legends. This is how the game is supposed to go. We don't need to confuse them with the other fighters and all that. Shout out to Floyd and shout out to Mike. Made check more money than the, what's that place where they print the money? The Mint. Made check more money than the Mint can print. You know what I mean? Yeah. Made they check more money than the Mint can print. A real exhibition amongst two legends in the sport of boxing. How could there be something wrong with that? Well, I want to come on and promote that. I want to come on and promote that fight because I think that it's a good fight. And if they get it on, then may the best man win. May the Tyson family and the Mayweather family check.
But Tyson's immediate reaction made it clear he doesn't care about the business, since he's not there to act but he's there to fight. And that contrast between Floyd the businessman and Tyson the destroyer is what makes this so compelling, because think about this, Floyd's entire brand is built on defense, on not getting hit and on being untouchable, but Tyson doesn't throw normal punches, since he throws sledgehammers, and one clean shot even in an exhibition could ruin everything. And that's why Tyson's reaction scared people, because he wasn't threatening Floyd's life but he was threatening his myth, and fans know it. And that's why this fight feels less like entertainment and more like a real gamble.
Clip this. They're gonna go, Mike Tyson versus Floyd Mayweather was the lamest thing I've ever seen. I can't believe I actually tuned in. That's the last Tyson fight I will ever watch. No, it won't be. People have short-term memory. They're gonna forget about the last Tyson fight they saw, even though we all know what he looked like. And they're gonna watch Floyd versus
that, and that's precisely is why you need to do what you're gonna do in life. Do you, dude? It doesn't matter. Do not listen to others.
So here's where we stand. Floyd Mayweather gave an interview hyping his fight with Tyson, calling it legend versus legend, teasing a pro bout and keeping himself in the spotlight. And Mike Tyson, his immediate reaction was brutal when he warned Floyd that defense won't save him, that this isn't entertainment and that hell make him pay if he treats it like a game, and this isn't just a fight anymore, but it's a collision of two legacies, two egos, and two completely different worlds colliding in 2020. Alright everyone, stay tuned for the latest in boxing news, highlights, events, and stories. Subscribe to Ring Headquaterzz and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Be sure to watch our other videos too. Until next time, take care and stay safe.